Children, welcome to Math Park. We are going to solve the last exercise of the topic compound interest from Concise Selena, that is exercise 3E, class 9 ICSE. Each and every question is going to be solved here. So children, after going to the video, if you like the video, please share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. So we start with the first question. The question says simple interest on a sum of money for 2 years at 4% growth rate is rupees 450. Find the compound interest on the same sum and at the same rate for 1 year if the interest is reckoned half yearly. Got the question? So after reading the question carefully, it is important to read the question carefully. You need to note down the things given. So you are given the simple interest on a sum of money. So that means principal is not known for 2 years. So n is equal to 2 years at 4% growth. So rate is 4%. Okay. And simple interest is given as rupees 450. Okay. So now first let us find the principal here when the simple interest is given. So we have P is equal to simple interest into 100 upon R into N. Put the values. You have 450 into 100 upon the rate is 4% into N is 2 years. So divide 100 divided by 4, you get 25. 450 when you divide, you get 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4. Yeah, 225. 225 multiply by 25, you get rupees 5,625. And this is your principal. Let us further read the question. Find the compound interest on the same sum. So that means for the compound interest, the principal is going to be written same and at the same rate for 1 year if the interest is reckoned half yearly. Okay. So for compound interest, again, you have principal is rupees 5,625. The rate of interest is same, that is 4%. And the period now is 1 year, n is equal to 1 year. Let us first find the amount and it is half yearly, reckoned half yearly. So we have the formula A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R upon 200 raised to 2n. Put the values. You have principal is 5,625, 1 plus 4 upon 200 raised to 2 into 1. N is 1 here. 4 ones and 4 fives are. So 1 upon 50 you get over here. So it is raised to 2. So you get 5,625 in bracket 50 plus 1. You get 51 upon 50 raised to 2. So 5,625 into 51 upon 50 into 51 upon 50. Simplify this and you get the amount as rupees 5,852 rupees and 25 paise. So this is the amount, right? But you are asked to find the interest half yearly. So the compound interest is equal to A minus P. So which is 5,852 rupees and 25 paise minus the principal which was 5,625 rupees 0 paise. Let us subtract. You get this as 12 minus 5. You get it as 7. Carry 1. 5 minus 3, 2. And 8 minus 6 is 2. So you get the compound interest as rupees 227 and 25 paise. Got it? So here we are done with the first question. Let us move on to the question number 2. Find the compound interest to the nearest rupee on rupees 10,800 for 2.5 years at 10% per annum. So clearly given, you are given the principal is rupees 10,800. The period, that is n, is equal to 2.5 years. And the rate is 10% per annum. Okay, and you have to find the compound interest. Now in the compound interest formulas is fractional period, fractional exponent we are not able to solve. So what we will do is we will first find the amount for first 2 years. So we find the amount for first 2 years. So amount for first 2 years, we get it as P in bracket. So that is principal 10,800 in bracket 1 plus R, that is 10 upon 100 raised to 2. Simplify 10 plus 1, 11. So you have here 10,800 into 11 by 10 into 11 upon 10. Simplify 108 multiplied by 11 square is 121, which you get as rupees 13,068 rupees. 13,068. So this is the amount for first 2 years. Now this amount for first 2 years is nothing but the principal for next year. So this is the same as principal for next half year. Next half year. This is the same, that is the principal for next half year. Amount for first 2 years is the principal for next half year, right? So now we will be using the finding the interest for half year. We find the interest for half year. Interest for a half year. We will use the formula of simple interest, that is PRN by 100. PRN upon 100, where the principal is now 13,068 into rate is 10%. N is half year, so 1 upon 2 and upon 100 here. So simplify this. And on simplifying this, you can just do it as 13,130.68 and divide by 2, whatever. And you get this as rupees 653 and 40 paise. So this is the interest for half year, right? Now you have to find the interest for 2.5 year. Okay, so you have to find the interest for 2.5 year. So to find the interest for 2.5 year, first we need to find the interest for first 2 years. So we have got the amount for first 2 years. So interest for first 2 years is going to be interest for first 2 years is equal to A minus P, that is the amount was 13,068 minus 10,800. Let us subtract 10 minus 8 to carry 1. Okay, we get it as rupees 2,268, right? And we have to find the interest for 2.5 years. So to find the interest for 2.5 years, we add this interest and this interest. So we have interest for 2.5 years for 2.5 years is equal to, I'm sorry, bear for the handwritings, you have 2,268 plus 653 rupees and 40 paise. Let us take this as 00. Add this. So you get here, this is 40 paisa, 8 plus 3 is 11, carry 1, 6 plus 1, 7 plus 5, 12, carry 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 6, 9. So you get rupees 2,921 rupees and 40 paise. And you have to find to the nearest rupee. So the answer to the nearest rupee is rupees 2,921. That's it. See, 40 paise, we round it up. Okay. So the 2,921 rupees is the compound interest to the nearest rupee for 2.5 years for this principal at 10% per annum. Got it? Let's move on to question number 3. And it says the value of a machine purchased 2 years ago depreciates at the annual rate of 10%. If its present value is rupees 97,200, find its value after 2 years and its value when it was purchased. Okay, its value when it was purchased. So this is the depreciated amount. The depreciated amount is 97,200. Okay, the rate of depreciation is 10% per annum, and it is for the depreciation is for 2 years. Okay, so n is equal to 2 years. So we find this its value when it was purchased. So let us take this as P, the value when it was purchased as P. So we put the formula A is equal to P in bracket 1 minus R upon 100 raised to N. Okay, so P in bracket. So P in bracket 1 minus R, that is 10 upon 100 raised to 2 is equal to 97,200. Okay, so 10 minus 1 is 9. So P in bracket 9 upon 10 square is equal to 97,200. So P is equal to 97,200 into this 10 by 9. This is going to be 10 by 9 and 10 by 9. Okay, 9 plus, okay, this 7 plus 2, 9 plus 9, 18, divisible by 9. Divide it, and on dividing this, you get this as 1,20,000. So this was the initial value. So its value when it was purchased is 1,20,000. When it was depreciated at the rate of 10% per annum. So before 2 years, the value of the machine was 1,20,000. Got it, this part? Now let us find its value after 2 years. We move this side. So let us do the first part now, its value after 2 years. To find the value, now to find the value after 2 years, 97,200 is going to be principal. Okay, and it is to be found for next 2 years. So n is equal to 2, and rate of depreciation is again 10% per annum. So now we have to find its value after 2 years. That is, we have to find the depreciated amount. So A is equal to P in bracket 1 minus R upon 100 raised to n again. So which is 97,200 in bracket 1 minus 10 upon 100 raised to 2. Simplify this. So it is 97,200 into 10 minus 1. It is 9 upon 10 raised to 2. So 9 upon 10 into 9 upon 10. So simplify this. 972 multiplied by 81. You get this as rupees 78,732. Got it? So this is going to be the value after 2 years. The value of the machine after 2 years is going to be 78,732. Initial cost in the beginning was 1,20,000. See how the amount depreciates if the rate of depreciation is 10% per annum. Okay. So let's move on to Anuj and Rajesh. Each of them have lent the money, same sum of money for 2 years at 8% per annum. So n is equal to 2 here, and rate, this is the rate which is 8% per annum. And the money that the Anuj and Rajesh each lent the same sum of money for 2 years at 8% simple interest and compound interest respectively. That means Anuj has lent with simple interest and Rajesh has lent with compound interest. Rajesh received rupees 64 more than Anuj. Find the money lent by each and the interest received. So we understand that Anuj has lent the money by simple interest. So let us find for Anuj. So for Anuj, the simple interest is equal to PRN by 100. So P, which is we don't know the money lent. Rate of interest is 8 into N is 2 upon 100. So 4 2s and 4 25s are. So we get this as 2 2s are 4P upon 25 is the simple interest. Okay, 4P upon 25 is the simple interest for Anuj. Now for Rajesh, it is compound interest. So compound interest is P in bracket 1 plus rate, that is 8 upon 100 raised to N, which is 2, minus P. This is amount minus principal. So which is P, this we can simplify. 4 2s are 4 25s are 25 plus 2 is 27. 27 square is 729. So 729P upon 625 minus P. So take LCM. So we have to multiply by 625, divide by 625 here. So we get this as 729P minus 625P upon 625. Subtract 9 minus 5 is 4. 2 minus 2 is 0. 7 minus 6 is 1. So we get 10P upon 625 is the compound interest for Rajesh. Right? Now for the Rajesh received rupees 64 more. So compound interest minus simple interest is given as 64. So we have 104P upon 625 minus 4P upon 25 is equal to 64. So let us take LCM. 25 into 25 is 625. 25 into 25 is 625. So we have 104P minus 25 into 4 is 100P upon 625 is equal to 64. So 104 minus 100 is 4p upon 625 is equal to 64. So we get p is equal to 64 into 625 upon 4. 64, 16s are 64. And 16 into 625 you get as rupees 10,000. So rupees 10,000 is the money lent by each of them. Okay, so money lent by each of them is rupees 10,000. Now we are asked to find the interest each of them has received. So what interest has each of them received? So the interest that each of them have received is 4p upon 25. So 4 into 10,000 upon 25. So we have 25, 4s are 100. So these zeros. So 4 4s are, you get this as 4 4s are 16. So rupees 1600 is the interest received by Anuj. So Anuj has received the interest of rupees 1600. So for Rajesh, it is 104 into 10,000, which is P upon 625. Simplify this. 25 25s are and 25 4s are 100. So 400 we get here. And again, simplify this. We have 5 5s are 25, 5 8s are 40. Okay. And 5 16s are 80. 104 into 16, when you multiply, you get this as multiply 104 by 16 and you get this as rupees 1,664. 1,664 is the interest received by Rajesh. Got it? So first we found what is the simple interest, then we in terms of P, then we found the compound interest in terms of P. Now we know that the amount that Rajesh has received is 64 more. So that means compound interest minus simple interest is 64. On calculating that, we got P value, that principal, that is money lent by each of them, was 10,000, and then we found the interest. Got it? Let's move on to question number 5 and read the question carefully. So question number 5, it says, calculate the sum of money on which the compound interest payable annually for 2 years before times the simple interest on rupees 4,715 for 5 years, both at the rate of 5% per annum. Let us note down the things given over here. So we have for compound interest, n is equal to 2 years. And for simple interest, n is equal to 5 years. Okay. The rate is 5% for both. Okay. So let us first find the principal using simple interest formula. So before that, what we understand here, calculate the sum of money on which the compound interest payable annually for 2 years before times the simple interest. So compound interest for 2 years is equal to 4 times the simple interest for 5 years. So this is important. Okay. So compound interest for 2 years is P in bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N minus P, which is equal to 4 multiplied by simple interest for 4 years. So simple interest on principal is given as 4,715. This is the principal for simple interest. And it is for 5 years at rate of interest 5% per annum. So upon 100. Simplify this, 5 ones are and 5 20s are, 5 ones are and 5 4s are. This 4 and 4 got cancelled. We get this as 4,715 is the compound interest. Okay, so this is the same. Now further use this, solve this further. So you have P in bracket 1 plus rate of interest is 5 upon 100 raised to N minus P. So 5 ones are and 5 20s are rate here. Period is 2 years over here. So 20 plus 1, 21. So we have 21 P upon 20, the square of that minus P is equal to 4,715. So 21 square is 441 P upon 400. Okay, let us take it over here. So 21 square is 441 P upon 400 minus P is equal to 4715. LCM is 400 here. Multiply by 400, divide by 400. So 441 minus 400, you get 41p upon 400 is equal to 4,715. So P is equal to 4,715 multiplied by 400 divided by 41. Solving this, you get the principal as rupees 46,000. Rupees 46,000. Got it? So this is your principal. So when we have calculated the sum of money, which is 46,000, when the simple interest was for 5 years, 4,715, okay, at 5% per annum, and compound interest payable was for 2 years, and the compound interest is 4 times that of the simple interest. Got it? Let's move on to question number 6. A sum of money was invested for 3 years. Interest being compounded annually, the rates for successive years were 10%, 15%, and 18% respectively. If the compound interest for the second year amounted to rupees 4,950, find the sum invested. So principal is what we don't know. Let us keep it as R1 is 10%. R2 is given as 15%. R3 is given as 18%. Okay. And the compound interest for second year. So you have compound interest for second year. Compound interest for second year is equal to rupees 4,950. You have to find the sum invested. Got it? So for first year, let us find for first year, since the successive rates are given, we have interest is equal to PNR upon 100. So which is PN is 1. Rate of interest is 10% upon 100. So which we get as P upon 10. Okay, this is P upon 10. Now for amount, now let us find amount is equal to principal plus interest. So principal plus interest, which was P by 10. So LCM is 10 again. 10 plus 1 is 11. So this is 11 P upon 10 is the amount. Got it? Now for second year, you have P is equal to 11P upon 10. This is the principal, right? And the rate of interest is 15%. Okay. And the period is 1 year now. So we are finding it for the second year. Okay. First year we have calculated. So interest is equal to again PRN by 100. So P is 11P upon 10 into rate of interest is 15 into N is 1 and upon 100. So let us simplify this. So on simplifying this, we get this as 15, 5 3s are 15 and 5 20s are 11 into 3 is 33p and 10 into 20 is 200. Okay, so this is what we got it. Now, the interest for the second year is nothing but 4,950. Okay, so 33p upon 200 is 4,950. So solving this further, you get P is equal to 4,950 multiplied by 200 divided by 33. Okay, this goes inverse over here. And on calculating this, we get this as 30,000. Okay, rupees 30,000. So the sum invested was rupees 30,000. Got it? The question says a sum of money is invested at 10% per annum compounded half yearly if the difference of the amounts at the end of 6 months and 12 months, if the difference of amounts at the end of 6 months and 12 months at rupees 189, find the sum of money invested. Okay, so what we do here, the principal is going to be P. We will write the principal as P. The rate of interest is 10%. Rate of interest is 10%. So for 6 months, that is, we first find for 6 months. For 6 months, or you can take that half year. For half year, we have A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R upon 200 raised to 2n. Okay, because the interest rate is reckoned half yearly, compounded half yearly. So we have P in bracket 1 plus the rate of interest here is 10 upon 200 raised to 2 into 1 by 2. This 2 and 2 got cancelled. So 20 plus 1, 21 upon 20p is the amount. Got it? So this is the amount for first 6 months, right? Now for 12 months or 1 year, for it is said for 12 months, which is 1 year, let us find the amount. So we get A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R, which was 10 upon 200 raised to 2n. So 2 into 1, so it is going to be 2. So which we get as 20 plus 1, 21 upon 20 and square of that. So which is 441. 21 square is 441p upon 400. Okay. So this is for the second year. Okay. This is for the second year. Now, if the difference of the amounts at the end of 6 months and 12 months is rupees 189, that means this 441p upon 400 minus this amount which was at the end of first half year, which is 21 upon 20p, is nothing but rupees 189. Okay, let us take LCM 20, this 400, so we'll have to multiply by 20, divide by 20 here. So 441p minus 21 into 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. It is 420p upon 400 is equal to 189. 441 minus 420, we get this as 21p upon 400 is equal to 189. So P is equal to, we get P is equal to 189 into 400 upon 21. On simplifying this, we get this as rupees 3,600. Got it? Okay. Question number 8. Rohit borrows rupees 86,000 from Arun for 2 years at 5% per annum. Okay, simple interest. He immediately lends out his money to Akshay at 5% compound interest annually for the same period. Calculate Rohit's profit in the transaction at the end of 2 years. Okay, so first we will be finding for the simple interest. We have principal is equal to rupees 86,000 and he has borrowed the money from Rohit for 2 years. So N is equal to 2 years. At simple interest and rate of interest is 5% per annum. So the simple interest is equal to, you have PRN upon 100, that is 86,000 into 2 into 5 upon 100. So 5 2s are 10. 10 into 86, we get this as 8600. So rupees 8,600 is the simple interest. So the amount that he is going to, he has to pay to Rohit is going to be principal plus interest, which is 86,000 plus 8,600. So which is 8 plus 6, 14, carry 1, 94. This is 94,600 is the amount that he has to pay to Rohit. Okay. The amount that, Rohit has borrowed from Arun. So Rohit has to pay to Arun is amount that is 94,600. Clear? Now let us find for Akshay. So for Akshay, for Akshay, he has lent the same money. Okay, so 86,000, whatever he has taken, that he has lent to Akshay immediately. Okay, for 2 years at compound interest 5% per annum. So for Akshay, amount is equal to P, which is 86,000 in bracket 1 plus R is again the rate of interest is same. He took by simple interest and gave by compound interest raised to N. So 5 raised to 2 here, 5 ones are and 5 20s are. So 86,000 multiplied by 20 plus 1, 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. Simplify this. Okay, so you get this as 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6 and 0 0. Okay, again dividing by 2 and then multiplying by 4. 21 into 21 is 441. You get this amount as 94,850. Okay, this is the amount for Akshay. This is the amount that he is going to get from Akshay. Okay, and this is the amount that he has to pay to Rohit. So what is the profit that he has got? So the profit, Rohit's profit, you can say that Rohit's profit is equal to the amount that he's going to get from Akshay is 94,815 minus the amount that he has to pay to Arun, which is 94,600. Let us subtract this. 5, 1, 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay. So he is going to get the profit of rupees 215. Got it? Easy. So see the business. He borrowed from Arun for 2 years at simple interest and he gave to Akshay at the compound interest. So compound interest is always more than the simple interest. Got it? So let's move on to question number 9. The simple interest on a certain sum of money for 3 years at 5% per annum is rupees 1,200. Find the amount due and the compound interest on this sum at the same rate after 2 years when the interest is reckoned annually. The question is simple here. So the simple interest is given to you. So simple interest is equal to rupees 1,200, which is given to you. The period is 3 years. The rate of interest is 5% per annum. Okay, let us find the principal, which is simple interest into 100 upon n into r. So 1,200 into 100 upon 3 into 5. 3 4s are 12, so we get 400 here. 5 2s are 10, so we get 20 here. So 4 2s are 8 and this 3 0. So 8,000 rupees is the principal. Got it? So this is the principal. Now for compound interest, find the amount due at the compound interest on this sum of money at the same rate. So now for compound interest, you have the principal is rupees 8,000. Rupees 8,000 is the principal. The rate of interest is again 5%. Okay. And the period here is now 2 years. Okay. For compound interest, it is 2 years. So let us find the amount. So A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. So which is 8,000. 1 plus R, which is 5 upon 100 raised to 2. 5 ones are 5 20s are. So 20 plus 1, 21 upon 2. So let us simplify 8,000 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. Simplify 2 40s are 2 20s are 21 into 21 is 441. 441 into 20, you get it as rupees 8,820. Okay. So the compound interest. Now you are asked what? Find the compound amount due and the compound interest. So the amount due is rupees 8,820 and the compound interest is equal to rupees 8,000. A minus P, which is rupees 8,820 minus 8,000. So which is rupees 820. So the compound interest is rupees 120 and the amount due for the compound interest, which is 8,820. Got it? Understood? Let's the last question. Nikita invests rupees 6,000 for 2 years at a certain rate. So certain rate, that is rate is not known. Okay, the principal is rupees 6,000 and for 2 years, so n is equal to 2 years. The at the end of the first year, it amounts to. So amount at the end of first year is rupees 6,720. Okay. You have to calculate the rate percent, that is the rate of growth and the amount at the end of the second year. So for the first part, let us use the formula A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. So N is, that is for the first year. Okay, what we will do is we will find for the first year. So we will use here N is equal to 1. So we have P, which is 6,000 in bracket 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N, which is 1 and which is 6,720, right? So we have 1 plus R upon 100 is equal to 6,720 divided by 6,000. Simplify this. Okay. On simplifying this, you get this as divided 112 upon 100. Okay. Divide it, you get 112 upon 100 dividing by 6. So you get R upon 100 is equal to 112 upon 100 minus 1. Take the LCM, you'll have to multiply by 100, divide by 100 here. So 112 minus 100, which is 12 upon 100. So you get rate, that is R is equal to 12 upon 100 into 100. This 100 shifts over here, it goes up here. So you get rate of interest as 12%. So we have done with the first part now. Let us move on to the next part. Now, we have to find the amount at the end of the second year. Okay, amount at the end of the second year. So the principal remains the same. So we have amount at the end of second year is equal to principal, which was 6,000. Okay, in bracket 1 plus rate, which is 12 upon 100 raised to 2. 4 3s are 4, 25s are. So you get 6,000 into 25 plus 3 is 28 upon 25 raised to 2. So into 28 upon 25. Simplify this. Okay. And you get this as rupees 7,526 rupees and 40 paise. Got it? So children, if you like the video, please do not forget to share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.